Thursday, September 23, 2022. Headline: Iran does not rule out the possibility of a meeting on the sidelines of the United Nations Annual General Assembly in New York. U.S. market. The dollar and Wall Street declines are supported by further excellent data from the U.S. labor market. Benefit claims rose slightly, but the overall trend remains downward. Asia. Last week UBS published an update report on the performance of China's economy. The 2022 GDP estimate was raised to plus 2.7% from the previous plus 3%. In 2023 growth should accelerate to 6%, which is in any case lower than the plus 5.4% estimated in the previous report. The Bank of Japan decided not to change its policy, indicating that it will remain accommodative for a very long time. The yen weakened after the decision, but it was later reported that currency intervention was undertaken. EU market. The franc weakened after the Fed decision, but inflation forecasts suggest further hikes. The US dollar continued its domination of the market, with euro-dollar holding below parity. Russia. President Vladimir Putin signed a partial mobilization decree starting today, stating that he wants to defend Russian territories and that the West intends to destroy Russia. In a televised speech, Putin said his goal is to liberate the Donbas region in eastern Ukraine and that most of the region's population does not want to return under the yoke of Ukraine. Oil. Iran does not rule out the possibility of a meeting on the sidelines of the United Nations Annual General Assembly in New York to relaunch the 2015 nuclear deal with world powers. Oil prices are in free fall, starting to discount a global recession that will collapse oil demand. Furthermore, a possible agreement with Iran will lead to an oversupply of oil. As for future pricing, we will see $75 by the end of the year. Gas lost heavily today due to a triple-digit gain in U.S. gas inventories. Gold. Prices are falling to annual lows. Earlier I talked about how precious metals have never performed well during the Fed's tightening policy phases, and that is what we are seeing. As an alternative, I like silver, an important metal for the production of green energy, especially in solar energy and electric vehicles, but it is also an industrial good. About 50% of the demand comes from industrial uses, and with a recession on the horizon, I would wait another couple of months to purchase. Cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies have retained their nature of powerful volatility since yesterday's Jerome Powell conference. After the Federal Reserve Chief's hawkish comments, Bitcoin settled in the vicinity of $18,300, and for a while investors paid just over $1,200 for Ethereum. Today, however, we see that sentiment in the digital asset market has improved, and the further fate of the bull market will likely depend on the sector's reaction in the coming days.